Welcome to Outdoor and Cadet Tips. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tips I think you should know before going on your first cadet camp or whatever. So the first tip is you must make sure that you have good hygiene, because not only will you feel bad if you have bad hygiene, so will everyone else in your billet, and you'll be like the most hated. So you just need to make sure you're showering every day, and even if that means getting up earlier, you need to make sure that you are getting up early to shower and get all your hygiene done, because there's nothing worse than having someone in the billet who stinks and then you'll get a bollocking for the billet stinking. The next one is to make sure you get enough sleep, because if you piss about all night with all the boys in the billet and that, next day you're going to be feeling like shit, you're going to be groggy, you're going to be like, you just don't want to get too little sleep, especially if it's your first time, because you won't have a nice time. So I know a lot of these are pretty self-explanatory, but they need to be said. But yeah, so just make sure you're getting enough sleep. Next one is stay hydrated. So many things can go wrong when you get dehydrated. It'll make you feel really ill. So yeah, just make sure you're drinking enough water. If you've got water and you don't drink it and you get dehydrated, that is selfish, because you're bringing the rest of your troop down and slowing them down because you couldn't be bothered to drink water. So the next one is keeping warm. This is why a lot of people go away on cadet courses and they come back and they're ill, or they get ill in the cadet courses, because it's a shock to your system. If you're used to being all like playing Fortnite at home or whatever, and then you go out in the field and you're freezing cold. So just make sure that you're keeping yourself warm, hydrated, all the things that I'm saying. They may be self-explanatory, but you just need to make sure you're keeping on top of them, because otherwise you're going to go home ill, or you're not going to have a nice time. So yeah, just make sure you keep on top of all of these. Next one is keeping yourself as organised and your kit as organised as possible, because otherwise not only are you going to get a bollocking for having your kit everywhere, you're not going to know where stuff is, you're not going to be able to be punctual because you can't find your shit, and also you're just going to be a bit of a mess and you're not going to have a nice time, and you're probably going to get a little bit of shit from everyone else in the billet. So just make sure you keep your stuff tidy, you keep your head organised so you can go about your day in the right way. Next is take notes for everything. So like, if you're given a detail, you don't want to forget it, because let's say you fail your weapons handling test and you're asked to go, like maybe you're given a detail for 6 o'clock and maybe it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and then 6 p.m. maybe you're given the detail to go and redo your weapons handling test. If you forget to go there because you haven't written it down, you won't be shooting. So you just need to make sure that you're writing stuff down for everything. All the details you get, write it down, because otherwise you're going to be in a shit state by the end of the week. The next is don't be afraid to ask questions. There isn't any such thing as a stupid question unless you already know the answer. So just ask a question if you have to ask it. Make sure you're eating enough. Heat comes from energy comes from food. So if you're not eating it enough, you're not only are you going to be tired, you're going to be hungry and you're going to be cold. So you need to make sure you're eating enough. Pretty simple. Last but not least, be punctual and never be the last. Always want to make sure you get in places 5 minutes early and you're staying on top of your shit, because if you start getting places late and you start being the last one out, not only are the rest of your group, whether it's your section or your troop, going to be pissed off with you, but so are the staff, and you're going to get a bollocking. So just be punctual and don't be the last out. And last is make sure to have fun. Simple, but yeah, because if you're not having a good time, you're not enjoying yourself, what's the point in you being there? So yeah, make sure you have fun. Thank you. For more tips and tricks like this, subscribe, like, comment, everything helps. But yeah, thank you.